Yay, Heather from California. Phew, I got the slides, so we'll get everything going. We got a lot to talk about today. I hope you're excited. So, who here is brand new to me? You have no idea who I am because I'm not making the best first impression. I swear I'm normally way more put together than this. We got Utah in the house. Denmark, holy cool. We actually had an exchange student from Denmark. He lived with us for a year, so that's really cool. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So this is my masterclass all about how to use Pinterest for your business. And this is for you if you are sick and tired of having to pay to play on Facebook. Let me move us up a little bit more and move this over a little bit. All right, as you're jumping on, just make sure you're muted. Let me see. Okay. This masterclass is for you if you know that you have a message that you want to get out to the world, but you're just not sure how to do it. And if you need a simple step-by-step process, if you're looking to grow your business in a smart and strategic way, and you're sick and tired of spinning your wheels on all these different social media platforms. Who here is sick and tired of spinning wheels on social media? Because I know I sure was. Talk to me in the chat because I want this to be like super interactive. It's so cool that I can actually see you guys on Zoom. So I guess that's a plus of doing this on Zoom. And if you're ready to take your business to the next level, because that's really what I want to help you do. This class is not for you if you're not willing to try something new. And if you want a quick fix, anything worthwhile takes work, but I'm going to lay this out for you in such a simple way so you can implement it right away. Heather says, yes. Maria says, I am. And this is not for you if you're going to get upset when I talk about my course Pin with Purpose at the end, because I'm going to teach you so many cool strategies during this class, and then I'm going to show you how you can take it to a whole nother level. So what you can expect, I'm going to over deliver as much as humanly possible over the next probably not 60 minutes, but what I actually want to do at the end is do some Pinterest audits of your accounts. So if you stay until the end, we'll pick some random lucky people and I'll actually give you feedback on your own personal Pinterest account. So that'll be super fun. You're going to learn some of my top strategies that are going to help you automate your business and create super duper smart systems. You can expect total transparency behind my online business. I'm going to share the good, the bad, the ugly, because trust, you just saw there's going to be some ugly that happens. Is life in business. So what I need from you guys is your full attention and your willingness to think outside of the box with me. If you're sitting down and kind of laying down, get some energy, jump around, we're going to have a lot of fun, okay? And I need you to have a positive attitude. So to get the most out of this class, you can share it with other fab female entrepreneurs. You can actually take a screenshot that you're on live with me, tag me on Instagram at She's Making an Impact or on Facebook, and grab the workbook. So you can just go to freepinterestclass.com if you haven't yet printed out the workbook. After you've shared it, after you got the workbook, put down your phone, get off of Facebook, close out email if you have that on, and I want you to really focus with me here because this is going to be such a game changer, and I'm really, really excited to share this with you. So during this masterclass, you're going to learn how I generate 34,000 visitors to my blog every single month using Pinterest, how I launched a $9 ebook and made $1,000 the day it launched and actually crashed my website, 3 mistakes that are going to stop you from making money online, my 5-step strategy to 10x your profits, and like I said, I got crazy bonuses for action takers announced at the end. Who here is brand new to me? You're like, Rachel, I have no idea who you are. How did you find me? I'm super curious. Rebecca is brand new. How did you find me, dude? This is so fun to meet new friends. Super fun. Molly, Facebook. Rebecca, Facebook. Cool. Cool, cool. It's so cool to see like different places that people find me. Maybe there's a podcast, could be from Pinterest, Facebook, anywhere. So that's very cool. My client recommended you. That's awesome. Oh, that makes me feel good. So I want you to think about your business. And I want you to think if you are going to be playing as an Olympic athlete or an amateur. Something you might not know about me if you're brand new. I played volleyball for 10 years. I played in the Junior Olympics and competed in China, Italy, got a fluoride scholarship to the University of Illinois. And one of the things that I really attributed to my success was I had really good coaches that kind of held my hand and showed me exactly what I needed to do to have success. I didn't make it to the Olympics. I tore cartilage in my ribcage and dislocated my ribs, which sucked. But my setter did make it to the Olympics. That was really cool. And so I want you to think about, are you going to be an Olympic athlete or an amateur? And amateurs are the ones who are trying to figure everything out on their own and trying to just do everything by themselves. And I know from experience, if you want to go to the top, you need to learn from the best. So how are you going to be in your business, Olympic or amateur? So for all of you who are brand new, you probably don't know that I have another business that for the past 6 years was in the fitness industry. And I built my Facebook fan page to over 50,000 followers, my Instagram to over 20,000 followers. And it was Pinterest that really made the biggest change in my business. Pinterest did what 70,000 followers on those other platforms could not do. Who here has felt the drop in Facebook's organic reach? Give me a shout out in the chat, because I really did. I built all of my success on Facebook and Instagram, and then in 2016, when the logarithm changed, like holy moly, ish hit the fan. And this was like our full-time job. This was what I was doing. And I was not about to leave my baby boy and go back to work. So I knew I needed to figure something else out. And that's where I developed my Pinterest strategy. Who here has felt Facebook's decline? So what I did was I focused on delivering valuable content and generating blog traffic via Pinterest for free. So this is my fitness blog. All right, so just to back up a little bit and introduce myself, I'm a wife to my husband, Alphonse, for the past 7.5, almost 8 years. Time flies, that's so crazy. I'm a mom to TJ, age 4, and when I'm not running my full-time online business, I'm usually drinking wine, eating cheese, and watching Friends reruns. Who else still watches Friends reruns? Am I the only one? I'm still like obsessed. It's so good. Or traveling the world. I'm actually in Disney World right now. But I lived in Kenya for 6 months. I met my husband when I was living in Senegal for 6 months. We lived in France last year, and we're actually moving back to France at the end of April, which is crazy, crazy. Marie says I do. Yay, so I'm not alone. And I used Pinterest to build my email list to over 20,000 subscribers for free. I was able to pre-sell a course and make $1,000 by sending out 2 emails. And I want you guys to understand, if you think you can't do this, I did not have a social media background. I have my master's in social work. I didn't have this giant friends list on Facebook or anything like that. And I wasn't from a big town. We just moved. I got my master's. We moved to a small town in North Central Florida, and I had a newborn when I started. So trust, if I can make this happen, you can too. Flashback to 2013. How cute is TJ though? Like, he was such an itty bitty little baby. Oh my gosh. We called him Mr. Cheeks because he has these big cheeks. So like I said, I had no online experience, just 400 Facebook friends. We were on food stamps with negative $400 in our checking account. I had a new baby. I was 80 pounds overweight and just really stressed out, frustrated, and lost. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been in a similar situation. But I remember pushing my baby, going from pawn shop to pawn shop. He was in a stroller, and I was pushing him, trying to sell stuff from our house, like jewelry and stuff like that, to get our bank account out of the negative. And it literally just like brought me to tears. And I knew that I did not want to raise my baby boy in that situation. So, and I didn't want to go, I didn't want to raise him in that situation, not having money, but I also didn't want to leave him in daycare and go to a 9-to-5 job. Working in a cubicle seriously sounded like prison. The only job I could find, even with my master's from the #1 program in the country, was cleaning equipment at our local gym for minimum wage. That was the biggest slap in the face. I knew there was more out there for me. I knew there was something out there bigger than what I was doing. And I knew I was born to create an impact. And that's why I named my company She's Making an Impact. And that's my husband, TJ. And that was us in Senegal a year and a half ago. I want to show you guys my blog traffic via Google Analytics. So this is kind of when I was, I didn't look at my analytics for the longest time. Who here checks their Google Analytics, by the way? Or do you have it set up on your blog? Because this is huge. Really important to know where people are coming from so you know where to double down on your efforts. So I noticed I was getting a ton of traffic on my blog, and I'm like, is Facebook working again? What's happening? Where are all these people coming from? I checked my analytics, and they're all over 34,000 people coming from Pinterest. And that just blew my mind because Pinterest wasn't technically on my radar. I was just creating blog content and pinning it. It wasn't some secret special strategy or anything like that. And I want you guys to understand, I did that in my fitness business, But then I did it in my Pinterest business too. So this is something that I created in September. I took this screenshot over 2 months ago. This was shared almost 800 times. Last time I looked, this has been shared 6,000 times, which is crazy. Is it possible to use Google Analytics with a TPT site if you don't have a blog? I don't know what a TPT site is, so I can't answer that for you. I'm sorry. So this blog post was shared over 6,000 times from Pinterest. Teachers pay teachers. I would say probably, because I know people can set up Google Analytics using stuff like Shopify. So I couldn't tell you. I've never heard of teachers pay teachers. And so things really started to change. As I focused more and more on Pinterest, my blog started to gain traction. And I had people asking me for help with their fitness. So what I did was I created this little ebook called Keto-ish. It was a $9 ebook. It literally made $1,000 the day it launched and crashed my website. I had people messaging me and emailing me, Rachel, I'm trying to buy your ebook, but your website's not working. Who would want a problem like that? Like, that's a quality problem. And one of the coolest things to me is that I continue to sell that ebook almost every single day from Pinterest, and I have not promoted it at all. That's literally, Pinterest is something that's working for you over time and gaining traction over time. And I want to share with you some of my stats. I have pins that have appeared over 900,000 times. And these are some of my popular posts. You can see at the bottom, that's the sales page. How many of you guys would like to have a sales page that have over 2,000 views on it? And that's not with paid ads or anything like that. That's all just free traffic coming from Pinterest. So let's talk about why Pinterest. And I want to hear from you guys. Are any of you on Pinterest right now for your business or just for personal use? How are you using it? Talk to me. So a couple of reasons why you should be on Pinterest. Facebook and Instagram are paying to play. Nobody's going to see your posts anymore. It's a way to automate your business and spend less time working, which is so, so cool. And it's a way to grow your email list. Yes, I have a personal page and a business page. Cool. And so I want to show you guys how this has helped me grow my email list because it's so cool. So this is my business right now, my Pinterest business. I created this blog post, The Secret to Using Keywords on Pinterest, on January 1st. I took this screenshot on the 13th. It had been repinned 214 times and added 152 new leads to my email list, less than 2 weeks. And that's for free. Free. So cool. Maria says, I'm on Pinterest for business. I have not focused on Facebook or Insta. Good. That's awesome. Awesome. But I want you guys to understand it's not just me getting results, though. Some of my students have gotten such amazing results and getting more increased engagement and traction with Pinterest. So Tammy says, I wanted to share how much my Pinterest engagement has gone up since following Rachel's strategies. I haven't even implemented everything yet. Thank you, Rachel, for simplifying it all. So another reason why Pinterest, it's a huge driver of traffic. So if you're struggling getting eyeballs on your content, you need to be on Pinterest. And like I said, gains traction over time. Things that I posted 3 years ago is still bringing in traffic, new leads, and new sales, which is crazy. Maria says, I'm still not getting results, but your story gives me hope. Girlfriend, we're changing that. We're changing that. We're going to get you results, okay? Something else why you should be on Pinterest is pinners have a 9% higher average income than non-users. The life of a pin is 1,600 times longer than a Facebook post. And I'm just going to pause because I want you guys to understand like how powerful this is. When you post on Facebook and when you post on Instagram, if the 3% of your followers actually see that post, it's going to disappear within 24 hours. With Pinterest, you're working so much smarter because you post it and then it's still working for you all the time. A year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. That is so cool. And pinners come to shop. So people are using Pinterest early in their shopping process when they're open to new possibilities. So what if the people who decided, I want to shop, they came to Pinterest, they searched for something, they found you and bought your stuff. They bought your products. And it's all free. So I said, I don't do Pinterest ads or anything like that. Everything that I'm teaching you, this is a free strategy. And it's a search engine. And that's something I really want you guys to take away from today, is Pinterest is not just another social media site that you need to be worried about. It's a search engine like Google, which means it's really, really powerful. And if you can figure out how to dominate your keywords, okay, keyword strategy, you can really make a big impact using Pinterest. So like I said, my content's working for me, still bringing in traffic and making sales while I sleep, which is, that's one of the coolest things. The first time that happened and I looked at my phone and I'm like, someone just bought something while I was sleeping. Like that's a cool feeling. So I want you guys to think about, can you imagine the benefits of a social network where your content doesn't lose steam in the first few hours, but it's actually gaining more visibility over time. And it's still sending traffic months after it was published. You guys with me? Does this sound cool? So let's talk about some common Pinterest myths, because I hear these all the time. So I want you guys to understand why it's valuable, but what it's not. It's not just a place for bored housewives that are sharing recipes, crafts, and organizational tips. Something that I hear all the time is that my target market isn't on Pinterest. And I want you guys to understand that every business can gain a captive audience on Pinterest if you have the right strategy. So if you are somebody in your business, you have a story to tell and you want to help others, Pinterest is for you. And I want to share with you, Pinterest actually shares some stats on their website of people that are crushing it on the platform. And I want you guys just to see how different these businesses are, and have so many of them, they don't have anything to do with like the things that we associate with Pinterest, like organizational hacks and recipes, like pet plan insurance or Stainmaster carpet clear or Carnival Cruise Line. Like how random are those businesses, but they're getting awesome results with Pinterest. Some common misconceptions are, I don't have time for another platform. You guys, you can easily repurpose your existing content on Pinterest. Who here already has content that they've created for their audience, whether it's a blog post or a Facebook Live or a video on YouTube or something like that? Who here has content? Post in the chat if you do. Because if you have already created content, you've done the hard work already. Olivia says me. Molly says yes. Maria says I do. You guys have done the hard work already, okay? Literally. So you need to create a pin, have a keyword strategy, and put it on Pinterest, okay? So if you've already have content that you've created, awesome. This is not gonna take you a ton more time. I wanna show you guys the family tree of a viral pin so you can understand just how powerful this can be. So this was our original pinner 48 weeks ago. She pinned some glow stick balloons or something to 30 followers. It was repinned 4 times. So then 68 pinners, 66 repins, 38 weeks later, the pin reached influencer Dan Ashback and was shared with 1.5 million users. Do you guys see how powerful this can be? How cool is that? All right. If you're not muted, make sure to mute yourself, please. Okay. So let's talk about 3 major mistakes most people make when they're building a business on social media. So mistake number 1 is spending all of your time trying to grow your Facebook and Instagram followers. Who here has done this? Because I know I sure did. Who here has spent all their time trying to build new followers on Facebook and Instagram? Because they're right now, the way the logarithm's going, they're not going to see your content anyways. That was like my biggest focus back in 2014, 2015. I was like, I want 50,000 followers on Facebook. That's when my business is really going to grow. And everyone is spinning their wheels trying to figure out the logarithm. There's a way for you to build your business smarter, okay? I want you to meet Miss Dawn. She said Rachel's course, Pin with Purpose, is ideal for anyone looking to take their business to the next level. She offers a tremendous amount of tips, tools, and shortcuts which can be applied immediately to your business. I appreciated her professionalism, responsiveness, and openness to any and all questions throughout our time together. As a bonus, she offers lifetime access to all the coursework and video recordings, which I've already found to be beneficial. Go and grow with Rachel. Mistake number 2. So you guys are creating content, right? So a lot of you have said you're already creating content. Are you using the right keywords? So Pinterest is a search engine, like I said before, and you need to understand keyword strategies if you want people to see your content. So who here is familiar with keywords, knows what I'm talking about when I say keywords? I'm curious. So I see this all the time, and I want you to stop wasting time creating content that nobody's going to see, okay? I know that you have an important message to get out to the world. Molly says yes, Maria says I am. Okay, cool. So with Pinterest, it's, like I said, a search engine, and it's very much, if you can understand keywords, like I said before, you're going to dominate. So using my Pinterest strategy is going to help you automate your business so you're working smarter, not harder, get more traffic to your site. More traffic is going to equal more email subscribers, which is going to equal more income. And you're going to create content that people are actually searching for. So when they search for it, they find you and you become the expert. And you're going to have people coming to you instead of having a private message for sales. How does that sound? Does that sound good? Right? Automated. Yes. Mistake number 3 is trying to build a social media following, but not building your email list. I'm curious, who here has an email list that they're actively building? Talk to me. Do you have an email list? Are you building it? What freebie do you offer? So what we call it, a freebie, an opt-in, a lead magnet, a freemium. What are you using to grow your email list? Because this is key. This has been like the key to my success. And I want you guys to understand, what if Facebook disappeared? What if they shut down your account? What if the logarithm changed? You don't own any of those social media platforms, but you do own your email list. Talk to me. I made a free home workout guide. I like that. I like that, Olivia. That's a great freebie offer. So who here is building their email list? Maria says, I am 7 big old followers, and 2 of them are my sister because she signed up under 2 different email addresses. Okay, we're going to change that. We're going to change that. Molly says, free wall art printable. Awesome. Rebecca says, I'm making a free travel checklist for when my travel blog launches in June. Cool. Okay, these are some really cool ideas. How many people do you guys roughly have on your email list right now, and how are you building your email list? Because with Pinterest, I'm going to teach you how to grow your email list on autopilot. You guys, I have not touched my fitness business since early January, and I'm still getting new subscribers on my email list from Pinterest because it's automated. And I literally go through every couple weeks to delete all those subscribers because I'm like, I'm not building that business anymore. I don't need to pay for them to be on my email list. But it just blows my mind that it's still working. It's still growing my email list. It's so insane. So who wants to save time, get free traffic, and get your message out to more people so you can increase your influence, income, and impact? Say me. Heck yes, I am in. And do you guys see how this can work for you too? Because like I said before, I'm nothing special. I'm a social worker. Olivia says 200 from downloading the workout ebook, but I haven't emailed again since. Oh, girlfriend, you need to stay in contact with them. You need to be emailing them at least every single week so that you stay on their radar. Molly says me. Maria says me. Olivia says me. So when we have our email list, we got to make sure we're staying in contact with them, okay? Super duper important. How would you guys feel if I told you next month you would have a strategy automated to have more leads and more sales into your business? How would that sound? That sound pretty cool? So to sum up, Pinterest leads to increased traffic, insane results, and an automated business with big, big, big potential. But you're not going to make any money without a strategy in place, okay? So let's talk about my 5-step strategy to 10x your profits. So this is a good one. Okay, so meet Miss Tammy. She said, Rachel's Pin with Purpose courses helped me clarify my Pinterest strategy and skyrocket my results. My Pinterest traffic increased dramatically after implementing her strategies. This has resulted in more traffic on my blog. Rachel helped me narrow down my target market and send a consistent message to my readers. Thank you, Rachel. So 5-step strategy. I'm going to tell you what the strategy is, and then I'm going to break this down into steps so you can really understand it. So we're going to start with content creation, which a lot of you guys are already doing. We're going to pin it, automate it, lead generation, the offer. So let's break it down. So step 1, we're creating content that attracts your ideal client to you. So social media is really freaky noisy, and you need to make sure that you're standing out by adding value to your ideal client on a consistent basis. So I want you to focus. Who are you trying to reach? Who is your ideal client? You can't be everything to everyone. So what I did in my fitness business, I used to try to be the go-to health and fitness person. When I changed to doing just keto and high-fat, low-carb intermittent fasting, that's when everything changed. So I want you to think, who are you trying to reach, and can you niche down even more and get even more specific with who you're reaching and how you're helping them? Identify the problem. So what problem are you solving when you're creating your content? What is that content going to do to serve them? And then we're going to create content that they're already searching for. So they're looking for it. They find you. Okay, that's what's so cool about Pinterest and it being a search engine. So I want you guys to think about what are 4 topics that you can cover in depth this next month that are going to add value to your ideal client and solve their problem. So you maybe already have Facebook Live videos planned out, and that's awesome. You can use that Facebook Live, put it on your blog, drive traffic from Pinterest to that content. Maybe you're going to do a blog post, okay? Anything that is content adding value to our ideal client, we're going to create that content, and then step 2 is we're going to pin it. So we're going to pin our content with the right graphics and the right keyword description. So I see a lot of people do this wrong. They're either, their graphics are not the right kind of graphics that work on Pinterest, or they're not using keywords at all in their description and they don't have a call to action. So the Pinterest image is lawn and skinny. It's a visual platform. So you got to make sure your pins stand out. And some homework for you guys is to actually open the Pinterest app on your phone and scroll and see what kind of pins catch your eye. And what are those pins like? Do they have big, bold text on them? Do they have images on them? What kind of text? What colors are they? And if that's what's catching your eye, you might want to create pins like that. And so if you want your pins to be repinned, you need to have a keyword strategy. And so I'll actually show you guys on Pinterest this pin, because that pulls up towards the very top of the search engine for intermittent fasting for women, which is really cool. You need to have a great description that has a call to action. So in every pin description, I'm telling them what the blog post is about, but then I'm giving them a call to action. So I'm saying repin it and come grab my free keto meal plan. And like I said, it's a vertical pin that has text on it. All right, step 3 is automating it, because who here loves automation? I don't have time to sit on Pinterest all day and pinning, okay? I don't. So I use 2 different programs. I'm actually leaning more towards just Tailwind right now, because they're coming out with more and more features that are replacing Board Booster, which is really cool. So Board Booster and Tailwind will pin for you. So you can actually schedule out all of your pins, spend 30 to 60 minutes per month on Pinterest once you get this all set up. And you can actually outsource this too if you have like a virtual assistant. And then lead generation. So you guys are already doing this too, which is really cool. You're just missing the pin it part in between. So you're going to have a free offer on your site where someone can capture your email address. And like I said, you need to have an email list. Like I'm so passionate making sure people have email lists, and they're not just relying on social media, because that could change in an instant. And people on your email list, as long as you're staying in touch with them and you're staying in contact with them, those are warm leads that you can market to. I did not have a product yet, and I sent 1 email to my list just to see what the interest would be. And I made $750 by sending out 1 email to my list without even having a product. And that's when I had like the light bulb went off, and I was like, this email marketing thing, I think this really works. I should focus on this a little bit more, I want you to meet Betsy. When Betsy came to me, she didn't have a blog. She didn't have a freebie. She had nothing. She was part of a network marketing company and just wanted to make money to be able to stay home with her kids. And she said, I found Rachel through Facebook, and I'm so grateful to stumble upon her training. I totally wasn't sure if it was for me, but thought she's telling me everything I'm looking for, so let's give it a try. Holy cow, am I glad I did. Rachel has taught me so much about Pinterest, how to utilize it for my business, and implement what she's teaching. I've learned so much. Finding Rachel was a blessing. I took her free training, upgraded, and am now in Pin with Purpose. She not only teaches you, but adds so much value. She's right there with you along the way and is your cheerleader too. I highly recommend Pin with Purpose. I've totally seen a change in my business, and it's for the better. There are a million trainers out there. Pick one. Pick Rachel and Ngom. Oh my God, I love her. So lead generation. If you guys don't have a freebie yet, so some of you do, some of you might not, I want you to think about what you can offer. So it could be a PDF, a checklist, a video, something that's short, sweet, super easy to digest and implement. And I don't want you to overthink this. So my grocery list, that performed so well. On my Pinterest business, I just have a cheat sheet of 10 ways that you can get Pinterest working for you for your business. So don't overthink it. Short, sweet, simple, to the point. And then step 5 is to sell by offering something in alignment with your content. And so I want to show you guys what I did with my fitness blog. So like I said, it used to be just general health and fitness. And I checked my Google Analytics. This is why it's so important. And I saw that all of my blog posts that were about keto, high fat, low carb, intermittent fasting were my most popular blog posts by far. So I just doubled down and I said, I'm going to create everything just about that stuff because that's what people want to hear from me. So all of my content was keto, high fat, low carb. Then I had a free keto meal plan and a free keto grocery list. But then for sale, I had a keto ebook. And so I want you guys to think about getting ahead of the person on Pinterest. They're on Pinterest and they're searching for something keto. And they come to my blog, they find a keto blog post, but then everything on my blog is lifestyle and this and that, and it has nothing to do with keto. They're going to go back to Pinterest. But change it up. They come for the keto blog post, they come to my blog, everything on my blog is keto. They're like, wow, this is amazing. They see my keto grocery list. They're like, yes, I need this. They see my keto ebook. They're like, yes, I need this too. So you guys see why it's really important that you have that narrow focus. So when someone comes from Pinterest, they're like, wow, this is exactly what I was looking for. And they're going to fall in love with you because you are going to be that go-to expert. You guys getting what I'm saying? Does this make sense? Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Olivia says yes. Okay. The riches are in the niches, you guys. Rebecca says yes. So Maria says yes. Cool. So you guys need to make sure, I don't know what your businesses are, so tell me in the chat box what your business is. But it's so important that you niche down almost until it hurts. Like you want to be so niche down and specific so you become that go-to expert. So for this business, I could teach you how to get 250,000 views on YouTube. I could teach you how to get more Facebook followers and build engagement in a Facebook group. Like I'm good at all that stuff. But Pinterest was kind of my secret sauce. And it's because I focused on Pinterest that I've gotten so many awesome opportunities to be guests on podcasts and speak on stage and all these things. And that would not happen if I was just doing general social media. It's because I niched down and I'm a Pinterest expert. That's why I've gotten all those opportunities. Does that make sense, you guys? So important. Niche, niche, niche. Maria says yes. Awesome. So I want to ask you guys, have you set your goals for this year? Do you have a roadmap to make it happen? And how would you like to have 70 plus new leads in your business every single day? Because that's what was going on in my fitness business. I was mind blown at how well it was working. Unfortunately, your business isn't going to grow just by posting on Facebook and hoping that someone's going to see your post. There are so many different ways that you can build your business, but you need a specific strategy. So let's recap. Do you guys have any questions about the 3 mistakes that most people are making? So spending all of your time trying to grow your Facebook, Instagram followers, creating content, but not using the right keywords, trying to build a social media following, but not building your email list. And then our 5-step strategy to 10x your profits is content creation, pin it, automate it, lead generation, offer. Any questions about these things? Because this is so important and I really want to make sure you get it. Questions. So the most important things that I want you guys to know is that if no one sees your content, you're wasting your time. And you have an important message that the world needs to see, and I can help you make that happen. You need to build your business smart and save time. You don't own Facebook or Instagram, but you do own your email list. So that needs to be top strategy, top priority. So the big question I have for you is how can you leverage the power of Pinterest and scale your business and take it to the next level? So I see 2 choices. Choice 1, which I've been there, trying to waste tons of time and effort, figuring out everything by yourself, spend money on ads, spin your wheels, getting absolutely nowhere. Choice 2, fast track your results, learn from the expert with my step-by-step strategy, pin with purpose. So this is a 6-week program for online business owners to get noticed, attract hot new leads, and profit from Pinterest. And so this is really designed for the driven creative entrepreneur who wants to crush it with Pinterest so they can get noticed by the right people, gain more followers, turn this social media platform into a lead generation and sales machine. And I want you to meet Miss Megan, and I'm going to put the link to where you can actually get started, and then I'll talk more about the course. So when Miss Megan came to me, she was struggling. She had been in her business for several years and had never figured out how to make attraction marketing work for her. She was still stuck in private messaging people for sales every single day. And she was so frustrated. She's like, why is this not working? So then she learned my Pinterest strategies. And she said, I can't even begin to say how much my Pinterest has changed from taking Rachel's course and plugging into her support group. My followers have increased by thousands, and every other day I'm getting at least one new person request to be a part of my free community saying they found me on Pinterest and my blog. That's attraction marketing working, and I've never been more excited about the future. Pinterest is where it's at for attraction marketing, and not only has my reach increased, but I'm truly getting more targeted followers and writing better blog posts because of her bonus content. It's so much more than a pure Pinterest course. It's all around smart social media tactics, and working with Rachel has been such a joy. She answers questions right away, is super helpful, and really cares about her clients. I cannot speak more highly of this program. If you're ready to use Pinterest and blogging to seriously build your biz, you need this program. Olivia says, I love Megan. She's my biz coach right now. I heard about you through her. She's oh my God, I love her to death. She's amazing. So this is actually her growth, her analytics on Pinterest. And this is per week, you guys. She took the screenshot and sent it to me. And she's like, I have over 1,000 people visiting my blog now every single week from Pinterest. And this was several months ago. So it's only grown since then, which is so cool. So let's work together and create a smart strategy to grow your business with Pinterest. And here's just a sneak peek at everything that you're going to be getting. So there's 6 different modules. Module 1 is setting up Pinterest for profits. So you're going to learn how to set up a rock solid foundation for your Pinterest account for maximum results, how to write a clear, concise, and compelling bio that really does speak to your ideal person, and all the different ways you can keep your Pinterest game strong with a short, daily, implementable Pinterest checklist. And then module 2 is your Pinterest purpose. So the deadly sin most entrepreneurs are making on Pinterest, how you can avoid it, how you can be so crystal clear about who you're trying to attract on Pinterest with your Pinterest strategy. And then by the time you get through this, you're going to know exactly who you're trying to attract, what kind of content you should make for them, and how to get them to actually take action and come through to your blog. Module 3 is creating killer content. And this is really the secret sauce that most Pinterest courses don't teach. This is what's going to take a random Pinterest visitor into a follower, an admirer, and a raving fan. So we're going to go over how to create the type of content that works best on Pinterest, because it really is a specific kind of content. It's not just any content. Plus how to repurpose your existing content so you can get a running start. Module 4 is strategize to optimize. So all about keywords and how to use keywords to boost your relevancy and reach. My personal strategy is to help you cut through the noise, dominate your market, and then a step-by-step strategy for your Pinterest account to stay on track and measure your return on investment. Module 5 is my personal favorite, and it's really jam-packed with so much good stuff. So if you should repin, the do's and don'ts, how you can pin on autopilot and loop your content through other social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, which is so cool. And you guys, I don't spend all day on Pinterest. I'm going to teach you how to get insane results with just an hour a month. And then everything you need to know to make your pins go viral. Okay, so module 6. Oh, I sent that privately. Hold on one second. How do I send everyone? Okay, the link is now sent to everyone on the chat. So module 6 is pinning down your sales funnel. So once you've got Pinterest working, what's next? Learn how to convert your Pinterest traffic into an excited email list. All the ways you can build a deep connection with your email list and then convert your subscribers into happy clients and make sales while you sleep. So let's recap all the modules. Module 1, setting up Pinterest account. 2, your Pinterest purpose. 3, creating killer content. 4, strategize to optimize. 5, pin to win. 6, your sales funnel. And I really wanted to make sure that this was the most comprehensive course possible, so you didn't miss anything. Like, you had everything that you would need to take your Pinterest strategy to the next level. So I included some really killer bonuses for you guys. So I got social media domination, and this is going to help you explode engagement on other social media platforms using Pinterest. I wanted to share with you Bhavna. She actually has an app called Wish Me, which is really cool. It's a party planning app. She told me that Pin with Purpose is the best investment she's ever made in her business. And this is her Google Analytics, and she just said, wow, there's actual activity on my page before this course, nada. I also included a bonus called Pinterest Affiliate Mastery. So even if you don't have a course or a product or something that you can sell yet, you can still make money on Pinterest, and I'm going to show you how. And then brand with purpose. It's really important that you have a cohesive brand on your Pinterest account so that when people see your stuff, they know it's you and you develop that brand awareness. So I'm going to teach you how to create a unique brand color scheme with Canva so your pins really stand out. And then also my top biz tools so you can know exactly what kind of tools help me skyrocket my following and how you can implement them into your business. I don't know if anyone's done P90X. I was obsessed. This is actually Tony Horton, the creator's private chef. who took the course and said, Rachel's Pin with Purpose course changed the way I look at Pinterest. I now see it as a powerful tool to build my email list and followers. The simple and direct videos in the course made it easy to implement. She also provided tons of bonus information on different ways to automate, as well as how to create a cohesive Pinterest account to attract tons of new leads into my business. I'm super excited to continue to build my business using Pinterest as a search engine and not another social media platform. Rachel is also available to provide personal support and answer any questions, which was priceless. And then this one, this is huge. So no other Pinterest course is going to do this, but I really wanted to include this because it's really important that you understand copywriting and that you can create copy that's written to your ideal person. So we actually had Meryl Kriegsman on. We did a call with her, and she actually said she wants to be like our go-to copywriting expert. So she's going to do future calls with you guys, which is so cool. And she's going to teach you, we covered everything in the call, like opt-in pages that convert and Pinterest headlines and blog headlines. She charges now $25,000 to write a sales page. Mind blown. So this is probably worth way more than that because the call recording is an hour and a half plus future calls with her. And then we did a masterclass with Tailwind, the Pinterest scheduling tool that I told you about. And so with them, they taught us how to use Tailwind to boost your traffic and exactly how to use the platform step by step. So that was really cool. So these are all the different bonuses that you're getting. This is in addition to the modules. This is some more course love from Adrienne. She said, I'm loving the course and learning a ton. So you guys, I posted the link already to where you can sign up. This is a webinar special, so you're not going to see this anywhere on my website. You have two different options to get started. Option one is just Pin with Purpose DIY for $297. Megan told me I should up the price, and I was like, okay, but for the webinar, you're getting it for $297. And then I wanted to include a VIP package because I have a lot of people that want to go through the course, but they also want my personal attention and to be able to ask me questions. And so I included the VIP package so you'd get 2 30-minute private strategy calls with me, and you could use those maybe halfway through the course and then at the end when you're done with it to really fine-tune your strategy. It's totally up to you. How do you want to use it? I would probably suggest like in the middle of the course and then at the end so we can go through that. So you can go ahead and sign up now. And I'm actually doing something special with you guys. If you sign up live on the webinar, I'll be doing a 20-minute strategy call with you, private call, and you'll actually be on my podcast that's launching on Monday. So you'll be able to shout out your business on the podcast in front of thousands of listeners and get my personal attention too. So go ahead and sign up now. And I have a 30-day do the work money back guarantee. You're going to be blown away by the course. Like I've gotten so much positive feedback and I really did put my heart and soul into it. But if you do the work, you implement it, you don't get results, just send me an email and I'll refund your money. But it is a do the work money back guarantee. You can't just buy it and then return it because that ain't cool. Robert Kiyosaki says, don't say I can't afford it. Ask how can I afford it? Because when there's a will, there's a way. I want you to think about the return on your investment. Is it going to be 10 times, 100 times over when you have that lead generation strategy coming in, generating new leads and sales on autopilot? If you want something different, you have to do something different. You can't just continue to post on Facebook and Instagram hoping something's going to change because it's not going to change. It's only going to get worse. And Pinterest is where it's at. This was my plan B, and now I am all in. So I want you guys to imagine new leads coming to you every single day, ready, excited to work with you, having a super streamlined strategy to follow for your business. No longer feeling like you're creating content that is going nowhere. People are just ignoring it. No more fighting with changing social media algorithms and having the peace to build your business on rock solid ground. And when you launched a program, you had so much interest, you actually crashed your site, which happened to me. So if it happened to me, it can totally happen to you too. All right, I'll see you in the course, rachelngom.com/pin. And if you guys have any questions, I do have a few minutes to answer questions and then look at a few Pinterest accounts as well. So if you have a question, post in the chat. And then if you want me to look at your Pinterest account, just post that in the chat too. Question, do I need a blog to use Pinterest or can I use landing pages for ebooks to get people to opt into my email list? You can. You totally can. But I want you to think about your own personal behavior on Pinterest. So if I'm on Pinterest and I see a pin and I go and it's just an opt-in page with a name and email address, I'm not likely to opt in if I don't know anything about that person. But if I come from Pinterest and I land on a blog post and it's really helpful content, And at the end, they have a form to opt in. I'm likely to opt in if it was something that really helped me because I'd want to learn more about that person. So that's kind of the psychology behind it. Can you? Yes. But I think having a content strategy that leads to the opt-in and leads to the sales is going to be way more powerful. Does that make sense? Yeah. No problem. You guys, I've had people in the course set up a blog in a week. So if you don't have one, it's not hard. It's really not hard. You can literally set it up and make it happen. What other questions do you guys have? No problem. Does anyone want me to look at their Pinterest account? You can't reach my site. Let me see what's going on. Let me see what's going on. It's one of those, it's been a techie kind of week for me. It really has been. So it's working on my end. I'll put, here's the direct link that you can click on. That's weird that it's not working for you, but that's the direct link. Does anyone want me to review their Pinterest account? Kirsten, let me know if that one doesn't work for you for some reason. It's working on my end though, so that's really weird. There is no stupid question, so if you have one, just post it. You can even unmute yourself and talk to me because we're on Zoom. Hey. My target audience is the artisan craftsperson who wants to increase their skills and earn a full-time income. It's also geared toward Christian and is scripture-based. How do I niche that down? I think that's a good niche. I think that's a good niche. I don't think you have to, maybe if it's like a specific age range. Kirsten, can you talk to me? What kind of an error are you having? Nothing happens here. You can unmute yourself and talk. Here, I'll unmute you. What's going on? I'll unmute you again. You can just talk, okay? You're unmuted, Kristen. You are unmuted, so just talk to me.
Okay. I'm writing privately, I can see.
Oh.
It's working now.
Okay,
Thank you.
Good. I was like, it's working on my end. I don't know what's happening. So good.
Yes, I can see I have written privately to Narasilla, so I'm sorry.
Oh.
I thought you heard it.
That's something. Oh, that's funny with Zoom. I've done that too. I actually did that today. I sent out a private message. I was like, what?
But now I have the access to your site. Sorry? I have access now to your site.
Oh, perfect. Okay, awesome. Perfect. You guys have any other questions? Anything else I can help you with? Nothing. You sure? Okay. I'd love for you to review my Pinterest. Sure, love. I have 3 minutes. If anything shows up. Where did you go? Okay. I would love to see in your bio who you help. And so in the course, we teach how to write I help, who your ideal person is, do, yada, yada, yada. So I would like to see, make it more about that person than about you. And then this is prime area where you can use keywords that are going to attract your ideal person. So if you look on my Pinterest account, it has my name, and then it says like entrepreneur tips, social media marketing tips. I like this handmade art jewelry. That's searchable for sure. Etsy shop rock stars. That's a good word. So that's not going to be searchable. It's kind of all over the place. So I would love to know who it is that you're trying to serve and how you're going to serve them. So I see like the art stuff, Christian jewelry. But can you narrow it down? Because raw vegan, greenhouse, space to create. It's a little bit all over the place. So I would like to see it a little bit more mixed down. And I would like to see one that's just your blog post. So I see all of your content in one spot. Okay. I would love to see your jewelry though. That's really cool. Really, really cool. Okay. If you guys have any other questions about anything, feel free to email me, clientcare@rachelingom.com. But it was awesome getting to share some tips and strategies with you. And I'll talk to you guys later. No problem. Bye, everybody.